Good day, everyone. I'm your coach Knightor of the Death Valley Houndooms, and today we're doing post-com today because some issues happened when I was recording, so got that sorted now as we're re-recording this, unfortunately. But in this match, we'll be fighting AP and the Toronto Takehearts for the Unaware Draft League. AP brought his Terra Reggie Eliki, which I believe was fighting, from what I remember. His Masquerada, his Gliscor, and his Primarina, his Galarian Wheezing, and his Poltergeist. We brought our Mungus, our Bombi, our Hitmonlee, our Terra Hitmonlee and Terra Blaziken, our Blood Moon Ursalana, and our Baxcalibur. And without further ado, I'm just gonna go in the video. Let's just say stuff happens. We'll get to the point of explaining it when it happened. But we can just move this along a bit. There we go. Turn 1, AP sends out his thing. I send out my Blaziken that is Terra Ghost, but I'm like, wasn't exactly sure what he was, so I'm like, let's just set up a sub, see what he does, see if we're faster or not. Turns out we were, which was good. He says that's with Shadow Ball, it's obviously gonna break sub. So I'm like, okay, that's not great, but sub fades, I'm like, I could hit it, but I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, so I'm like, I am a little concerned on that. So I'm gonna lower the audio on this, just a tad. Because it is a little loud in my ear. So I just decide to switch into Among Us since it is Regenerator. As you know, it can just take the hit and not care. It can get hit with another Shadow Ball. Does some decent damage. Mostly because I believe this Among Us was physically defensive. Obviously, you can see we take our sweet time. I'm debating what he wants to do. What I'm gonna do. Wow, did I really take that long to pick? Oh my god, okay, that was. My lord. Well, it seems we can skip some of this. What did I go for here? Oh right, I was doing damage calcs. That's what I was doing. And why it was taking so long. I just decided, yeah, I'm just gonna go for Toxic to see what on earth he brings in. He sends out the Meowscarada, which does get poisoned at the very least. So I'm like, okay, that's something. But then him sending this in, I'm like, this is probably Triple Axle, and if it's banded, it kind of kills everything I have. So I'm like, I don't know what this is, so I'm just gonna send Sting in here just to be safe. Because worst case it dies, I just get a free switch in. So yeah, a Rabombi comes in, I get hit with Triple Axle, I'm like, oh, this is not gonna be fun. I love the first hit of the second, I'm like, is it gonna miss? And the answer was no. So the Rabombi just instantly gets blown back. So I'm like, now I have to pick something to switch into here. And I decided, let's just go into backs probably. If I recall, that's what I did. And I'm also doing calcs on this. So let's speed this up along. Just slightly. I send in the shiny backs. By the way, at the time of recording this, we got more DLC. We got the DLC trailer for Legend Z8, and you know, backs happened. So I get hit with the U-turn. I'm like, okay, I don't know what he's gonna switch into here, because you know it might be fearing Iron Head or whatever. He sends in the Galarian Weezing. I'm like, and there goes my Scale Shot ability. Which would have been a very good way to start winning the game. I'm like, okay, I gotta switch this out because I don't know what this has. So I'm gonna swing the Amoonguss back in. I was also doing calcs on the side. I really needed to start doing calcs faster because it's been so long since I played Draft. That was send in Miss Shroom back in. Get hit with Strange Team. Get confused, which you know, kind of annoying. I'm just gonna click Synthesis, depending what this thing wants to go for. Worst case, we just get hidden confusion. He sends in Klaus, which is the Gliscor. I'm like, okay, it's an interesting choice. We don't get hidden confusion. Synthesis goes off. I'm like, Toxic Orb goes off. That means that's Poison Heal. Slightly annoying, but oh well. I am debating, like, do I just go in for Lee just to see if it triggers, if it tries to go for SD or whatever? And I'm like, yeah, let's just go into Lee, because if it goes for SD, it's going to be way more afraid of me than I will be of it. Yeah, he just goes for SD here, is like, okay, that's... Just like, I don't really care, I'm just going to go for Swords Dance of my own. Because I am Focus Sash on Burden, so I'm like, I will just sweep the team if that happens, if he has no priority, which I believe he did not have after we exchanged what we did with our teams. Well, exchange. Well, he showed me what he was running. I told him basically what I was running. And fully show, because I didn't know how to use Pokepaste. Yeah, he decides to U-turn. I'm like, oh, now my Sash is useless, which is kind of bad. I'm like, this is kind of problematic. If I was running a berry, this would have been a lot better, but, you know, not. Yeah, he decides to switch in this. I Swords Dance with Lee. I believe I'm gonna switch out immediately. No? Do I go for an attack? I think I went for an attack here. Did I go for a Poison Jab? I don't even remember what I went for. I am slightly re-recording this a little late, but then again, we did play super early, so this is mostly fine. What did we go for here? I don't remember what we went for. I think we were just doing calcs, and we decided, nah. Swap the Amoonguss back in. We get hit with a Strange Steam again, and get confused again. And this is where I'm just like, maybe I can scare him off with an Iron Head. Pretend I have it. And this is where I slightly misplay. I'm like, I'm gonna send this in. Maybe scare it with an Iron Head. Considering the Bex does get it. I'm like, if I scare him off with an Iron Head, it'd be good for me. I'm just gonna click Earthquake here because I did not have Iron Head. I'm just like, maybe I bait out like the Primarina coming out instead. Sadly, that did not happen. I'm like, well, shoot. I get hit with Strange Steam. Does not confuse me this time. But I'm basically gonna lose backs here. I'm like, I don't have great use for this now, so might as well get some good chip in. Oh, hit him with 1 icicle spear, 2 icicle spear, 3 icicle spear, 4 icicle spears, and then the 5th one. You know, do it. The crit slightly mattered, not really. But obviously we're gonna get hit with Strange Team again. Baxcalibur's gonna die. If he swapped out, this could have been a slightly different game, but you know, whatever happens, happens. I switched the Blaziken in. I'm just like, let's see if I could scare this off. Oh yeah, he did go for Toxic Spikes earlier. I'm just gonna probably click Heat Wave here. I could Terra Ghost and like guarantee, you know, KO this thing, but I'm like, Heat Wave is probably better just because, you know, safer switch in. Click Heat Wave. We miss Heat Wave. And this is where I'm gonna pause. That was probably the worst part of the RNG that could have happened, because Heat Wave would have guaranteed KO this Weezing and would have set us up in a way better position. Because the only thing he would have had after it could have swapped in mostly safely would have been his Primarina. Except Terra Ghosting onto the Primarina hurt it very badly. But we continue. We get hit with Strange Team, and to make matters worse, we get confused after that miss. It's like, oh, great. As if we needed more of this. Take some poison damage. Get speed boost, doesn't matter. We go for Heat Wave again. This time he withdraws, just for a free switch, because it didn't matter at this point. He switches into the Gliscor. I'm like, okay, some chip on this would still be nice. And we hit ourselves in confusion, and we're basically just gonna die to poison now. Oh well, it happens. RNG be RNGing. It was not in my favor. And I'm just like, I have 3 things now. He still has all 6 of his mons. This is not looking good. We gotta start killing something. We just send in Mungus to just try to clear something up. He goes for SD. I'm like, I'm gonna see how much his Giga Drain does, because I don't know what he's gonna try to do. Giga Drain does a decent amount, but then we see it's a crit. It's like, oh, that's bulky Gliscor. That's not so good. I'm like, this Gliscor is just gonna start wailing on me if we don't do something. I'm also doing calcs. I'm like, can we live a +2 EQ from the Gliscor? The thing is, we could. It's gonna be painful. But we clear Smog, so now its stat bonus is gone. It heals with Poison Heal, which is, you know, so annoying, but you know, Gliscor doing Gliscor things. He goes for SD again. I'm just like, nah. Nah, I will clear Smog you again. We're not having the Gliscor dance. This is not the Gliscor show. And this is when I decide. He's probably not gonna go for an SD again. Maybe? I don't know. I'm like, I'm just gonna swap Blood Moon in here. It's like the safest thing I have. So I'm like, let's just go into Blood Moon. I want to see what he does. He goes for SD again. I'm like, okay. Earthquake does not kill me. Blood Moon definitely kills this, even at freaking full. Because the only way that Gliscor wouldn't have died is if either Sand was up, or it was AV, which, you know, it was neither, so. I'm like, I'm just doing calcs now. I'm like, Blood Moon should kill here, and whatever comes in does not want to eat a Blood Moon anyway. But now I believe he just sends in the Primarina, which is not going to be very happy to eat this Blood Moon. Yeah, very demure. Gets hit with Blood Moon. We found out this was AV in the end. I'm like, that ate that a little too well. I'm like, that's probably Assault Vest. Sparkling Aria or Ice Beam nearly kill me on this. So I'm like, this is not good if it has this. Like, let's just switch into Mushroom, see what he goes for. If it's a water move, we can live, no problem. Well, we send in the Among Us. We just get hit with an Ice Beam, full rip. It's like, oh, that's not good. The berry pops, I'm like, we can swap this out again if we need to, but I'm like, it's not looking safe regardless. Because Lee could technically eat a freaking Ice Beam, but it's like, it was a roll to kill my Lee. I'm like, ah. And also, this was still a roll to kill. I'm like, do I switch out and go into this? I'm like, I'm not sure. So in the end, I believe I just decided to go in and click Giga Drain and see if we can maybe live and kill it. Or get some health off, or would I go for this? I don't remember. I'm pretty sure I went for Giga Drain. Did I go for Giga Drain? My god, me, I'm so slow. Yeah. We get hit with an Ice Beam. We don't know what the roll was. It wasn't very, if I recall, it wasn't very good. I think it was like over 65% to kill me. I'm like, well, we gotta start killing something, so Mr. Lee, you're gonna go in. And we just decided, you know what, Terra, screw it, why not? I'm like, I could SD, but I'm like, that's stupid. He's just gonna try to kill me anyway. Let's just kill it. Let's just kill it. Let's get rid of it. Let's just get rid of this now. I'm like, this needs to go. I need to kill something at the very least. I can't let this be. I can't let this be a return and getting 6-0'd immediately. So we immediately just kill this thing. It's like, good. One thing dead. We got something. Lee, you did something. Yeah, communicating. He's choosing what he goes into. I believe he goes into Meow. Which, unfortunately for me, it's like I don't have anything good to this. I'm like, I'm just gonna get some chip in because it's faster than me because Unburden's not active. I'm like, he's probably just gonna click U-turn and I die here because it's shown it. And not to mention, whatever he went for, he was probably killing me. So I'm like, I'm just gonna get some chip in as much as I can. Which, honestly, we did a decent amount in chip alone. But we get U-turned. Lee sadly goes. Unfortunately. Haha. So now it is now a 1v5. Which I'm like, this is not great for me. He sends out the Poltergeist, which we did end up finding out after it was Sash, so it was gonna live 2 hits regardless. Well, I send in the Blood Moon, I'm like, unless this thing's like full specs, it's gonna kill me, which it was not, oddly enough, because it was Sash. So we just go, you know what, let's just rip off a Blood Moon. Does a buttload of damage. I'm like, okay, he's faster. Now will Vacuum Wave kill it from here? And not to also mention, does Vacuum Wave actually work? My brain was like, I don't remember if Vacuum Wave actually does anything. Yeah, but Blood Moon does end up picking off the kill off of the teapot. I'm like, okay, at least there's that. And now he's deciding what he wants to go into, because, you know, it doesn't really matter at this point. He sends Mink in again. I'm like, okay, Vacuum Wave has a chance to kill here, maybe, and we get the worst roll possible. It's like, oh, it doesn't matter anymore. We just die. And that's the end of the game. We lose 4-0 to the Toronto Take-Hearts, which honestly, it could have been much worse. The RNG obviously was not on our side considering the amount of times we got confused in that battle. and that, you know, that miss and confusion hit on the Blaziken, which really sucked. But that's life. Life's never fair. Neither's RNG, so either way, GG to AP. All the links will be in the description, as you know, obviously it should be. If I forget, someone please poke me. Because I tend to be a little slow sometimes. Or I tend to forget. Either way, this was week 1. Week 2, I believe we fight Sin's Wrath. And that should be very interesting. So either way, I will see you all in the week after. Until then, goodbye.